Hello, everyone. Welcome. Hey, Susan. Welcome, everyone,
Hey
to
there.
today Level Up Together. Today is February 10th, and I'm going to share this screen. So, today, our topics, we did a little bit of the Be Do Have model last week, but we didn't quite finish it discussing. So, we'll do that again today because I think it's very fun topic. And then talk about a little bit about the happy journal and the mirror exercise and see where we get at. And before we do that, a little disclaimer that this meeting is being recorded, and by being here, you give me the permission to record you, and it will be shared via YouTube to the level one group and any other Utaptics group, whoever wants to replay and rewatch. I'm a level four practitioner. I'm here as your host, and here everyone's perspectives, insights, viewpoints, experiences, and examples are welcome because we all learn from each other and help each other grow. So, with that said, let's get started. Hey, Lise, welcome. All right. So, let's do the Be Do Have model. Page 108 for me in my level one manual. So if you all can open that up, and whoever would like to read it first, can raise your hand and start reading. All right, Susan, let's do it.
We do have model. As we were growing up, we were taught by our parents and culture the have, do, be formula for achievement. This thinking goes when you have enough time, you can do the thing called take a vacation and be the thing called relax. Or when I have enough control and drive, I'll do the thing called feeling, um, or I'll do the thing called lose weight. And then I can be the thing called thinner. Or if I have this feeling called importance, I can do this thing called make important decisions. And then I can be somebody. This formula doesn't work. In fact, you can spend your whole life trying to have something called money just so you can be something called happy. It's a formula that's turned upside down. First, we need to be what we want to be. Then we begin to do the things that we want to do. And finally, we get to have what we want to have. For example, when we are being generous, we do what generous people do. And finally, reap the rewards of having what generous people have. So doing this becomes not a path to beingness, but an announcement of where you already are. You can make a choice to be what you wish to experience in the world around you. Think about what you really want to experience in your life and in the world. Now is the time for being, doing, having. Watch how your world transforms around you. How do we get out of the have, do, be cycle? First, recognize that it is a trap. This means we rely on external circumstances to create our inner feeling. When external circumstances don't line up the way you want them to, we become trapped in a downward spiral.
Okay, would you like to share something about it, Susan?
Oh, so true. So very true. I'm 61, and I've done the other way around, do, have, be, and it just doesn't work. But when we start like the manifestation journal, happy journal, things actually start playing out the way I imagine, the way I show up, then everything else starts to fall in place just as this is kind of listed for us. It's very, very powerful. It's the being a human being first rather than a human doing.
Exactly. Yes, definitely true. Anyone else would like to share anything? Hey, Sherry.
Hi. Well, I was thinking as she was reading, um, this could even apply to I could be an exercise person and go out and do it, and then I become one. But if I just sit here with a sound, in my little happy journal or my goal or whatever, go out and exercise. But first, I just have to be that person. Is Does that make that so it could apply
Absolutely.
across the board to anything.
Yeah.
Be it and do it.
Yeah. Definitely. Like it's like changing the identity. I am an exercise person, and then I go
Mm,
do an exercise, and then what you have is just the result. It's just the side effect of it, right? You just
right.
have it automatically.
Yeah, I have to do it in order to be it. Right?
Right. Exactly. So true. Yeah. Anyone else? Hey, Jody, welcome.
Hi, I'm trying to like raise my hand and I can't see how to do it, but I was just
Okay.
gonna I was gonna say just on what Sherry you said
Mhm.
that I feel like the more you do your manifestation journal and the more you kind of like visualize your goals, you're living your goals or like whatever you want from life, it opens you up to more suggestibility. So say
Hmm.
I'm in a bookshop, I see a book that's related to something in particular that I want to achieve or want to do or whatever. I'm more likely to read that or more likely to take an opportunity that comes along related to my goals because I feel like, okay, this is the universe being like, yeah,
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
very good.
Also opens up the RAS,
Yeah.
so if we're already doing it in our mind, and then we see it, we pay attention to it because it becomes important to us.
Yeah, definitely.
Right. Yeah, definitely. Thank you. Okay. So, who would like to continue reading? Next page.
I'll read.
Please.
The page
Yeah.
on the mind really works this way. Is that it?
Let's see. Yes.
Okay. When we are being in a feeling place of peaceful, for example, we do what peaceful people do, and we attract the experience of having more peace in our lives. The question then becomes, how can I be this thing called happy when I haven't had the thing that brings me happiness? Taking action. The first step, choose to focus on what you want. Notice if any resistance comes up. Write down what you notice. Tap away each feeling, emotion, and memory references and refocus on what you want and check to see if you have cleared all the resistance. Beingness requires nothing but a decision, a choice, a pronouncement, and I am happy. I am peaceful. You can make that choice without having to do or have anything. Once you make that choice and get into the feeling place of being healthy, for example, you start doing things that healthy people do and attract other healthy people into your life. Then you start having experiences that healthy people have. The universal law of attraction, mind, dictates that like attracts like. So, whatever your thoughts are and whatever the feelings are behind those thoughts, that's what you're attracting to yourself. If you focus on, I don't have money, I don't have money, I don't have money, but I really want to be prosperous, but I still don't have enough money yet. I want to be in abundance, but I don't have it yet. If those are your thoughts and feelings, what message are you sending out to the universe? A feeling of lack. And that's exactly what you will get back. So it's very important to clear all negative blocks and feelings.
Anything you would like to share again, Sherry? More on that?
Well, it's kind of funny that I read this because this morning I was doing this little exercise of on the money, and it was being grateful for all the money that has come to me in my life. You know, when I was a child and my education and my food and my shelter, all the money that's been poured into my life, and to be just grateful. And in this assignment, it said to take a dollar bill and put on it, thank you for all the money that I've been given throughout my life and throughout the day, or I put it someplace visible, just to be thankful, because then that will bring in more money. So that's exactly what this is saying, and keep my thoughts away from, well, I don't have enough money for this or that, but just from there to, wow, I really have had a lot of money in my life, and just be grateful.
Right. Absolutely. Yeah. Anyone else? Hey, Jody.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, because Sherry, I kind of did very similar as well this morning. I was like going through money blocks and I was thinking, okay, let's clear some money blocks. I was just like having first memories with where I've had a block or like some resistance towards anything money related. And then when I tried to clear them, I kind of went over everything that I was grateful for. And I've been doing that more in money sense. And I've just been seeing, okay, you know what? There is money coming my way. Like I have numerous times in my life, whenever I've really needed money, like I've been desperate for money, it just comes. And I'm like, okay, that I'm already living like a rich life. So obviously, like that's the first step to attracting more wealth. And I think it's just really empowering to have that instead of like maybe what one of my parents' stories is we never have any money, we're always broke, we never have money. And I'm like, okay, I'm gonna really work on changing that. And I think now more and more I've noticed different like yeah, even small bits like of money and I'm just like, wow, that's amazing.
Yeah, thank you. Hey, Susan.
And going along that same line, it's not only like money, but anxiety or fears. I had an anxiety disorder for a long time, but I focused on what I was anxious about. And the more I thought about it, the more anxious I became. And then all the why questions, it just kind of layers and stacks and it gets bigger and bigger. And then when I started focusing on what I do want to be calm, feel safe, and shifted that and rewrote those experiences of anxiety and fear and changed my focus totally to what I wanted, then the anxiety and the fear, the emotional state follows too. The body does follow the mind, absolutely.
Yeah.
Definitely. And if we are in a good state, in a good space, then we can just see what's coming in instead of like just focusing on the lack. And it's just even if it doesn't make a difference, would we rather choose to be in a good, happier state and be grateful for what's coming in or just always lack, you know? And then when we show up with the gratefulness, we're not looking like, oh, I'm needy for money, and things like that. We're just here as a grateful person and then we're just welcoming more. Certainly. Yeah. Anyone else? If not, who would like to read the next page?
I will.
Yes, please.
So page 108. Decide today. What is it that I want to be? Happy, prosperous, safe, peaceful, etc. Stated in the I am language. I am prosperous. Visualize yourself being that which you desire. Really paint a mental picture of it. How do you feel? What are you doing, feeling, tasting, smelling? Allow yourself to really imagine yourself being this thing already. Draw an image that represents that which you are being and becoming and put it somewhere you'll see every morning. Take one daily action as if you already were what you are to be. Affirm it by using the temporal tapping method or karate chop affirmation method. Karate chop is a point on the side of your hand opposite your thumb. Affirm it every day and be as one would be who is this way. Experience it daily. If I could just chime in. When I was at the height of practicing my victim mentality, I didn't realize at the time how much more negative stuff I was taking in. I mean, it was like a volcano. Um, and I couldn't stop it. I couldn't stop it no matter how much I tried to think my way out of it. And it's just been such a radical shift for me into turning it around and, being able to control my state has made such a huge difference. And I just want to say I'm grateful. So thank you.
You.
You want me to continue reading?
Please. Yeah, you can finish up this section and a little bit on the next page.
Important second step. Be the source of what you want for someone else. If you wish to experience peace, provide peace for another. If you wish to know that you are safe, cause another to know that they are safe. Ask yourself, what is it that I want to be? How can I be that thing for someone else? By being that which you desire, soon you will be doing more of what you want and draw more of what you want to have into your life. When you want something, do be have model. First, find the reasons why you can't have it. Tap out the emotions and feelings, your internal references or proofs of why you can't have it. Second, imagine and feel as if you already have it and tap out the resistance to actually having it. Third, tap on the karate chop point, I want. Tap on collarbone point, I have. In order to get what you do want, you have to let go of what you hold within. Then you are free to take hold of what you do not want, of what you do want. Sorry, it's a little
Um,
confusing.
yeah. Anything else you would like to share, Mary?
Um, well, I think that that second step um, is more important than I think. And I really feel like that's a place I need to spend a lot of time in.
Yeah.
Because I think sometimes when I try to give myself positive affirmations, I'm not using the right words. So I'm just kind of uh, attracting the same things with unhelpful words. Like I really don't know how I don't have the right words in my vocabulary yet. That's why I get so much more when I work with a practitioner than when I work on myself. Because I still have like a victim vocabulary.
Yeah.
But I got a lot out of what was read earlier because I mean, you know, the being, the doing, the having, the to me it's all kind of one word. I still need to kind of break them all apart a little bit more because
Mm-hmm.
my brain clumped it all together. So I in my head, so like I have a lot of things floating around in there. Um, I just I try to group it for convenience and instant gratification. And I think it'd be
Right.
better if I separated them out just
Mm-hmm.
to examine a little bit more because I'm still not comfortable with the new model.
So,
So,
so in your mind, if you don't mind me asking, what would be the opposite of the victim mentality?
uh, Victor, you know,
Victor. Yeah.
but being and letting things come to me instead of forcing the outcome. Like, um,
Mhm. So, like, if you are a victor, if you be the victor, then you'll do the things that the victor people do. That is, you let the things come to you, and you just,
yes.
yeah, and then you'll
And I
have,
noticed, you know, the tapping is helping my self-talk quite a bit because um, I'm to the stage now where I can allow a different outcome. You know, whereas before it was just my way or the highway. But so um, I this is just a
exactly.
spot. I need to sit in this spot for a while.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's
Thank,
beautiful. Yeah, because,
thank
when we are the victims, then we also victimize, because I know I've done it. So either I would feel victim, or if people I perceive to be lower than me, I would victimize them. So yeah, that's the cycle of victim and victimhood and victimizers. And so now it's um there's there's a philosopher from back in the day, probably like what's 70, 80 years ago, I'm not sure. Adler, you guys probably have heard of him. So Adler, his philosophy was a lot of different ones, but one of his thing was um, instead of vertical relationship, when somebody's lower than and then somebody's in a higher hierarchy, whatever. It's about horizontal relationship. Even with a child, we are having a horizontal relationship that everyone is at the same horizon, so we can respect each other, or we can, treat them like, yeah, The Courage to be Disliked. Exactly. It's a beautiful book. A horizontal relationship, so we can treat others in a way we want to be treated. So there is no victims and victimizers. We are all at the same level, right? Because you just learned it from someone, right? I learned it from somebody. But, just thinking about horizontal relationship changes the whole dynamic.
That's a beautiful way to state it. And that's what I've noticed is happening too. And like a lot of my judgment is dropping off. Judgment of other people has really softened. And it's really wild. And like I'm finding forgiveness is getting easier too.
Yes, definitely. Yeah, because the
Lot
judgment
easier.
comes when we put others above or below us and we judge them, right? Yeah.
Mhm.
Yes,
Yeah. So anyway, thank you.
definitely. Thank you, Mary. Thank you for sharing. Anyone else would like to share anything? Any insights, examples? Hey, Susan.
Yeah, to follow on Mary's example, that anxiety that I felt so much of, that was me being in my victim. It's like that is doing it to me. And Robert puts it so well in acting daily, one thing as if, and noticing the anxiety or the fear or the you did this to me, that gives me something to work on. It's a process, and it peels back the layers bit by bit, because we're raised in this lower model of the world. So learning how to be different is really a challenge when everybody else around us is in that low model and blaming everything else. So that incrementally we're peeling back the layers, one little thing a day, as if we're being, that points out our triggers, and then keep moving forward, keep working on those pieces and testing. That's what it is. It's a test, testing where we're not comfortable. And this is, for me, is really powerful. He's pulled all the pieces together so we can pull all the pieces off and learn to be in that upper model. And when that fear, anxiety, that judgment, criticism, when I'm like, oh, I'm feeling like the victim, I'm putting someone up here and handing over my power. So wait a minute, let's come back and even the playing field. I just really find it so powerful. I love it. This is
Yeah,
great.
it is. It's definitely true. Yes. Loving that playing field, and then we give others the chance also, right? And another, like when it talks about be the source of what you want for someone else, that reminds me of an affirmation I give to my clients, and I learned it from Mike Mandel, but it's questions. So, for example, like if somebody wants to be, um, since we were talking about money, so like if somebody wants to be prosperous, um, so I would form it like, how can I be more prosperous today than yesterday? Or it should be prosperous in our mindset, right? How can I be more prosperous or abundant? How can I be more abundant today than yesterday? Then, yes, how can I be more abundant today than yesterday while also having a lot of fun doing it? And then the third question is, how can I be more abundant today, having a lot of fun doing it than yesterday? And how can I also be an abundant source for somebody else, for others? So those three questions, like if we ask that ourselves, ask that of ourselves every day, or how can I be more peaceful today than yesterday? How can I be more peaceful today than yesterday while having a lot of fun, or while being joyful? Um, how can I be more peaceful today, having joy, and how can I also bring joy to others? So yeah, I love those questions. So it kind of goes with the be do have. How can I be it and then do it, and then I can, also give it to others. So it just kind of goes hand in hand. So yeah, I love it. All right. So did we finish up that last little paragraph? I forgot. Um, Mary, did you read the last one? I don't even remember. Kind of got lost in the trance.
In order to get what you, excuse me, in order to get what you do want, you have to let go of what you hold within. Then you are free to take hold of what you do want.
And the paragraph before that, it has the I want, I have tapping.
Yes,
So-
I did read that. When
Okay,
you
cool.
want, I can read it again. When
Oh,
you want
sure.
something, when you want something, do behave model first. Find the reasons why you can't have it. Tap out the emotions and feelings, your internal references and proofs of why you can't have it. Second, imagine and feel as if you already have it and tap out the resistance to actually having it. Third, tap on the karate chop point, I want. Tap on the collarbone point, I have.
Yeah, that's a pretty fun one. It's like I want to be prosperous. I have prosperity. I want to be prosperous. I am prosperous. Those are a fun tapping technique.
I have a question about that, Shristi. Do you
Yeah,
do
Sherry.
that 3 times? I want to be prosperous. I want to be prosperous. I want to be prosperous. I am prosperous. Or is it just once? I think I've
How
seen it
I've
both.
heard is you could do it either way. The way I have heard it and done is like I want, I have, I want, I have.
That's a little smoother. Wait a minute. Did I say
Okay.
that times? So
How it
one,
feels to you. Yeah.
I think I like just doing it once. I want to be
Okay.
prosperous. I am prosperous. I want, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank
Cool. Yeah. Anything else anyone would like to share? Now we can go to the happy journal part. Who would like to read a section of the happy journal? Anyone? Not. We can. I can. Oh, wait. Hey, Torian, did you raise your hand? Thank you.
Yeah, hi.
Thank-
The Happy Journal manifestation journal is used as part of the peace process. It becomes a positive resource for you to refer to when you feel good for no reason at all. When you want to feel good for no reason at all. If you practice feeling good, you will get more of feeling good. By clearing out the emotional issues, you are on the path to creating a better life. One step is starting to tap, the others start practicing feeling good. The Happy Journal Manifestation Journal consists of 5 parts: positive emotional states, happy memories, happy future paced memories, peaceful places and natures you love, etc., and your new flipped memories. Be sure to add your new rewritten memories into your Happy Journal / Manifestation Journal. Number 2, positive affirmations. Positive affirmations from any source you appreciate. You can use Louise Hay's Heal Your Body and write down the affirmation that corresponds to any health challenge you have experienced. 3, gratitude list. Write down what you're grateful for and what you appreciate. I am so grateful for ... I am grateful for ... Oh, I'm so thankful for it. I'm so grateful for. Goals and dreams. What would you like to have? Relationships, finances, spirituality, health, fitness, career, etc. Then create an action plan. Relationships, finances, emotional, spiritual, health, travel, possessions, career. And then gems, simply little jewels that resonate with you, quotes, pictures, books, and your own ideas, musings, how-tos, etc.
All right. Thank you. Anything you would like to share, Tori?
Um, Not really. I mean, I like the having the happy journal and everything. It definitely helps and everything.
Yeah.
I have like one that's like a handwritten one, and then I have one on my phone where I just save a bunch of pictures that anytime I find a picture that makes me laugh or something on the internet or something, I save it to a certain folder in my phone. And I call it my other happy journal because like if I'm just having a bad day or something, I'll go through them.
That's nice to have it on the phone. You can look through the pictures.
Yeah.
Any other like ideas or anything special anyone like to share about their happy journal, about you guys' happy journal, anything? How you do something that's different, special, that is fun, or that makes it better or easier for you guys? Hey, Mary.
Well, I'm I'm kind of the opposite. Like I don't have a happy journal yet. And so I was trying to think of like some memories and things like that. But it seems like all my happy memories have a huge, huge negative piece attached to them. Almost like traumas, little mini traumas attached to them. So that I'm real conflicted there because like can I use this uh as a happy thing even though it's got this terrible negative connotation with it too, or you know what I mean? It's like I can't seem to pick out something truly happy.
Right.
Uh,
I would first tap out anything that's negative about all that memories. Just make a list of those.
well, let me give you an
Like,
example. So
yeah,
I had a few years ago, um I was in a relationship and we got a dog. I absolutely love the dog. The person said they were going to help me take care of it. They didn't. We ended up getting divorced, and I had to get rid of the dog. But I really love the dog, and I would like to have her as a happy memory. But all that other crap's attached, So would that not be a good memory, or like
yeah, I would tap all the bad things attached to it, certainly. And then because you want to remember the dog for all the joy that the dog brought you.
right?
Yeah. So that's what the brain likes to do because, we want to hold on to the negative, right? That's just our default mode that we learn. But we want to tap out all the negative things attached to the dog,
So
attached to the marriage.
would I say, even though um I had to rehome the dog. I have great. Give me an example of how that a tap on that would be.
So notice how you know that there's negative stuff attached.
Because I start crying.
You start crying when you think
Yeah,
about it. So
because it's
notice,
a
write down,
lot.
write down crying. And then also, do you remember seeing pictures? Or the
Yeah,
other person didn't help you? You know how they didn't help you. How do you know they didn't help you?
because I had to do everything myself.
Right? So write that down. I had to do
Okay.
everything myself. And what that mean to you?
That he betrayed me.
Okay, he betrayed you. All right. So that's your belief about him, right? And how did that feel?
Terrible.
Terrible. Write down terrible. What else? What were the
Uh,
emotions behind
well,
terrible?
it kind of it woke me up to the horrible relationship that it was, and I ended up getting rid of the husband.
Maybe it
So,
was a gift. Maybe that was a gift. Maybe the dog came to your life as a gift to wake you up.
oh my God, I never thought of it that way.
So now write down all the things that are negative because you don't want to hold on to that.
Right.
So write down all the things that are negative.
Wow.
How do you know? What do you see? Right? Any pictures, any words,
Yeah,
those
yeah.
feelings of terrible and betrayal. Just notice that. and start tapping and cock-a-doodle-doo and bow wow wow and whatever it is. Just do something funny and
Oh,
goofy,
okay. That
and
makes such
then
a difference already.
yeah, exactly, because you don't want to hold on to that. The dog was a
No.
gift.
Oh
Yeah,
my gosh. Okay,
yeah.
thank you. I appreciate
You're
that.
welcome. Of course. Yeah. And then you just want to, remember the dog with all the love
Yeah,
and all the fun that he or she brought to your life. Yeah.
good shift. Okay, I love it.
Good
Thank you.
shift. Yeah. So just you want to clean out all your good memories. You want to keep them pure and sacred.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay,
There
that
you
was
go.
very good. Now I feel like I can do it.
You got it. You got it.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Appreciate it.
Of course. Yeah. Anyone else would like to share anything about your happy memories, happy journal, any questions or any yeah. Hey Susan.
Yeah, I have a question. Somehow I totally missed this until doing accountabilities, that happy future paced memories. And there's a whole process on doing that. How do we incorporate that into the happy journal? Do we have a section, or in those happy memories, do we project into the future? How would I do
Sure.
that?
You can just make a section. You can do a future pace section. You can write it down. Or what I do is also like I would record it, have a recording and listen to it every day. Um, you know, that's what I would do for my clients, just make a recording. And so you want to like listen to it every day, or you write it down, read it every day. Or just like read it and just visualize it. So definitely.
Thank you.
Yeah. You're welcome. Yes. It's your happy journal. You make as many sections as you want. Definitely. Just make it as good as possible.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Anyone else? Anything special you guys do in your happy journal that makes it different, makes it more joyful or fun or easy?
I have a question.
Hmm? Hey,
Um,
Sasha.
Hi. So I just started. I guess I'm running into the course and stuff like that. But how do I incorporate the happy journal? I mean, like as a newbie, where it's like everything kind of seems a little bit overwhelming at the beginning, kind of a thing. I wrote down 20 like happy memories. So that's kind of like where I am. But like how what is its place in my daily activities, I guess you could say. Specifically, I'm trying to get over like anxiety. So like that would be like my main focus, at least for this year.
Right. So I would, as a daily practice, I would, what I do as a daily practice, definitely like gratitude journal. So I do it on my phone. I have an app, and every night I would write down what I was grateful for today, two or three things, and how did that make me feel? What am I grateful about? Um, what was the gift? So that's what I write down, even if it's one sentence, even if like, oh, I'm super tired. I would so like yesterday, no, the day before I was on day 1024, 1025 since I joined you New Tactics, except for like a few days on vacation or whatever, it
Who's
kind of
counting?
like, yeah, who's counting, right? So it's like, yes, it gives me like, okay, yeah, I can put a reminder on, but like, I just take my phone, lay down in bed and just write down a sentence, something what I'm grateful
Okay.
for. It's just a habit, so that's one thing we can do daily.
Okay.
Even like it has helped me because once I was in a bad state, I was angry, I was hurtful, I was a victim, right? The default mode, right? The previous default
Yeah.
mode. And I was like, I'm at day 90 and I'm not gonna let this ruin my, streak. So I'm like, I tapped on myself. I tapped on, whatever happened. And then I was able to find a peace within myself. And I was able to come to a place of forgiveness. And wrote down my gratefulness. So that can help us in that way. reminder to
Mhm.
be grateful, and whatever bad is happening, like with Mary, whatever bad happened, there's a gift behind it. And the simple gift could just be the reminder that we need to tap on ourselves, and we owe to ourselves to be in a good place. Um, so that could be a good place as a daily thing. And then also like anything good happens as like so the daily thing is kind of the gratitude, but anything good happens, a happy memory forms, you write it down, record it. You can print the pictures out, put it in the album in your happy journal.
Mhm.
And if you find any good quotes, you can put those on, write down your goals and dreams, and you can just visit them every day if you would like, or visualize them, etc. And then let's see, there's the gyms, whatever fun things you can come upon. Yeah, affirmations.
Okay.
Does that
It's a
make
process.
sense? Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
it
a
does.
process.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay,
I'll
good.
start with the gratitude.
Definitely
Thank
do
you.
the gratitude every day. Yeah, because you know it just feels good.
Yeah.
Yes,
Thank you.
definitely. Hey, Torian, you're welcome.
Sorry, I'm muting myself. But one way that my mom actually just started doing this, and I started like 2 days after, because I was having like, because I want to write it in every day, but sometimes like I don't, you just it's a day and you just forget. So what she started doing, and then what I've started doing is in the morning, I put my happy journal where like when I get up, because I keep it near my bed, I put it where I would have to move my happy journal to get into bed. So like it reminds me, it's like, oh, okay, do that. And that's what she started doing, and I started doing, and it's like I've been like noticing more, like because I've tried to do it every day, but sometimes like you forget and everything, but now that's more of a like, oh well, I'm already touching it, so I might as well write something down in it. It was just an easy but effective way, in my opinion, to um, do it every day.
It's a good strategy. Thank you for sharing, Torian. I love it. Yes, for sure. Anyone else? Any good tips and tricks? Hey, Susan.
Yeah, when I do my happy journal, if I noticed as I'm writing down what I'm grateful for, there's a negative thing that pops up. I keep my peace journal handy, and it's got all these little tabs of people and topics, and and I put it in that. It's like keep that totally separate. My
I
peaceful
love that.
too,
Yes.
and the happy journal is just for the good stuff, and it makes a big difference.
I like that idea of putting tabs for different people. Yeah,
So
that's
that was
good.
your peace list and not your happy journal. Oh, interesting.
Cool. Project tapping.
Yeah.
Thank you. I love it. I love it. I'm going to do that too. Make tabs. Fun. Yeah, that's a good tip.
It's
Anyone
not as
else has any special?
it's
What was
not as
that?
overwhelming like that.
Yeah, for sure. That makes sense. Yeah. Any other tips, anyone? We can. I think mine is in the other room, but I draw in it, like so I make it visual. So I might either draw or paint a little picture or like put photographs in it. So there's words, there's pictures, and sometimes I also just as I flip memories, I would record them on my phone and then I can listen to them as well. So if I'm running and walking, I can just listen to them and just rehearse them that way. So that makes it good. And I'm trying to do it more regularly, but so like sometimes I would just like the quotes that inspire me, I would just put them on my Facebook page. So then I have like a nice little list of quotes that I can just visit. Yeah, that makes it fun. A little more visual. Yeah, it's fun. Fun little tips and tricks. Okay. So who would like to read? The mirror exercise. I think that's where we are at now. Yes. I would like to read. Now I can
I
read.
can read.
Hey, Sasha, thank you.
All right. So the mirror exercise, tapping away anger, rejection, hurt towards ourselves. We have been conditioned to dislike ourselves and others from our cultural conditioning. When we curse or reject our own physical body, we send ourselves negative judgment, we reject ourselves, and we reap the fruits of our own dislike. We have to love, you have to love yourself where you are right now. Start now. There's no promised land or I'll be happy in 10 years when I retire. So, are you going to practice hating your job for 10 years? Learn how to be happy and loving where you are now. Every morning, look at yourself in the mirror, look at yourself in the eye, and say, I love you. Mirror exercise. Imagine a huge mirror right as you get out of the shower. Start looking at your toes and slowly work your way up. Tapping when you get to any part that bothers you. Tap, check again. Then keep moving up to your head. Then do the back of your body. Then the sides. It's our judgment and condemnation against ourselves that creates and manifests the body shape we don't want. First, do a SUDS rating on even thinking about looking at yourself naked. Test, operate, test, etc., and exit, TOTE, only when you have no resistance to looking at yourself. Start at your toes, ankles, calves, knees, thighs, hips. Keep moving up and stop when you feel any emotion and tap, test, operate, and test, etc. And exit, TOTE, only when looking at that part no longer brings up any negative emotions. 4, do the same as if there were a three-way mirror and you can see behind and all around your body. 5, last step, close your eyes again and remember a time when you felt really loved. Notice where in your body you feel that loving emotion. Now, starting at your toes, send that feeling to your toes. At your toes, receive it. Say, I love you. Now send it to your ankles, calves, and so on, all the way up your body, sending that feeling and saying, I love you to each and every part.
Sasha, anything you would like to share on that?
I need to do this.
I know, we all, yes, definitely.
Yeah. It's
It's a good
aligned where
exercise.
I'm at in life right now.
Perfect, perfect. Yes.
I think it's just perfect timing for Valentine's Day
Yeah.
for this
Mhm.
exercise. Really, it's going to take me 2 days to work up the courage to do it. But
Yes,
I think that's like a just divine timing right there, just so we can love ourselves because we can't love others unless we love ourselves, right?
exactly. And that's why we do it in our mind first. First you imagine it. Just imagine there's a big mirror in front of you. Yes. Yeah. Anyone else has resistance doing it?
I've actually tried this twice. The first time, I don't know, information, but I was like about to start my menstruals and everything, so I was not feeling very good about myself, and I like ended up crying. It was just like this whole mess, and I was like, okay, do this one on the day you feel better about your like life, and then it really did help the second time. The first time, I was like, my partner came and he was like, "Why are you crying?" What can I do? And I was like, I made myself cry. But the second time, like, it really did help a little bit more. It like motivated me to like, because I felt like the love and everything, but it also like motivated me to be like, there are some things that I can 100% do, and I like start I think 2 or 3 days after I started like doing little exercises again that have just like made me feel better about myself and everything, and it's just been nice. Because like
Yes.
I don't know, it was just it made me like realize like I do love my body and I love myself and I love everything, but I can all like it just was like it was nice to feel that, especially like sending the love feeling from like all the way from your toes to your head.
Yeah, definitely. Thank you, Torian. Good job.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if anyone would like, we can do a 5-minute tapping on that. That sound like a good idea, everyone? All right. So then just close your eyes and just notice. Just imagine that you are coming out of the shower and there's a big old mirror in front of you. And just notice the resistance. Is there any resistance to looking at yourself? Just notice that. Notice what it means about you. Notice what part. Notice where you feel it in your body. Notice any resistance. All that. Whatever it means, however you represent it, and just start tapping. I release and let go of any resistance to looking at my body.
Of any resistance looking at my body.
I just let it all go.
Just like
Whatever it means, wherever it's coming from, I let it all go. And I give myself permission to love my body.
myself permission.
That's right. Grab your breath. Take a deep breath in. And as you do, just say quack-a-doodle-doo. Quack-a-doodle-doo is like, yeah, as Robert says, it's after Mister. And say peace. All right. Now go back, close your eyes, and there you are. There's the mirror in front of you. Notice the resistance. More, less, same. Notice that. Is it better? Is it different? Got it? All right. Start and tapping. I release and let go whatever is left.
I release and let go. What's left?
Whatever's left, I'll just let it all go. Thank you, body. Thank you, body, for getting me where I am now. Thank you for all you do for me. I have all the appreciation for you, and I give myself permission to really experience this appreciation now. All right, good job. Grab your wrist, take a deep breath, blow it all out. Say peace. Peace, peace, peace. All right. So go back and notice. There's a mirror in front of you. How's the resistance? Is it better? Less? More? Different? How is it, everyone? Is it better? Is there still there? A little bit? More, less? Small amount? Good job, Jody. Just notice whatever's left, and tap and say, thank you, body. The body is just a mirror of our emotions. Thank you for taking it on. I release and let it go from my mind, from my heart, and my body. Thank you for showing me whatever I'm holding on to. It's time to let it all go. Whatever it means, whatever I'm holding on to, it's time for freedom. And it's time for me to be free to love myself. fully and completely, just the way I am. That's right. Take a deep breath, grab your wrist, blow it all away, and say peace. All right, that was Valentine's Day special, self-love. Good, good, good. How's everyone feeling? Awesome. Yay. Mary, how are you doing? Good. You're welcome, Random. Yeah, so just noticing it, you do it in your mind first. So just in your mind, like, imagine, okay, look at your toes, any resistance, look, just keep going up one body part at a time. Backside, sides, everywhere. Yeah. All right. Any other questions or any insights on the mirror exercise? Anything anyone would like to share?
I think I can do it now.
Thank you, Mary. Yes. And there's another mirror exercise is like at the end of the day, you know, just looking at ourselves and thanking us for all the things we did today, all the ways we were grateful, thanking our bodies, thanking our self and how we're proud of, so it's like just looking at myself in the mirror. Srishti, I'm really proud of you today for taking care of all the big things I needed to take care of, loving my husband more, loving my kids more, loving my family more, exercising, feeding myself good food. I love you. I love you, Srishti. Looking at ourselves in the eye, because a lot of times we don't look at ourselves in the eye. We like shy away from it. We don't want to look at ourselves. So just looking at ourselves and telling ourselves how we appreciate ourselves and just how good it feels to acknowledge ourselves. So it's a really good daily exercise and just like in the end you just like high five. So yeah, that I learned from Nicola and I think she learned it from maybe Mike Mandel. I'm not sure who. But yeah, it's a really good exercise just looking at ourselves and acknowledging all the things we have done today, all the things we accomplished, and all the good things we felt, and how we were a good person to somebody else, how we appreciate somebody else in our life, and all the things we have to be grateful for. So yeah. Any questions, anyone? So for this week of Valentine's, we all can go and love ourselves a little bit more. Thank you, everyone. That was really good. Thank you. The next week, let's see, 6 best tapping moments. I think those are really good. And perhaps as we talk and discuss a little bit more, we can, you're welcome, Mary, incorporate more of those in our life because there's a lot of things, we think about like, yeah, I need to do some Concord tapping or maybe some exploratory or, some project tapping. I like Susan's journal with the little tabs. I'm gonna put those in mine. It's a really good idea. And then let's see, what else would be a good thing to discuss? Hmm. I think another very good one is there's the healing attitudes. Is that the next one? Self-art change and all that stuff. Yeah, let's do the healing attitudes. Those are really good points to talk about. That's page 129 in my book. All right. So I will see you guys next week. I think the 17th on Monday, the same time, same place. Thanks, everyone. Happy Valentine's Day. Let's
Srishti,
all go and love. Yay.
Sorry, my dogs are barking. Do you do sessions, fast
I
EFT
do.
sessions?
I do,
could you
yes.
website?
Yeah, I can put it in the chat. It's called change.chat.com.
Love the name. That's really
You're welcome.
that's great.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Let's all go and love ourselves a little bit more. Thanks, everyone. Thanks for being here. I'm so grateful for everyone. Bye.
Thank you. Happy Valentine's.
You too. Bye.